Hey everybody, I'm Norb with HOA Managed, brand new channel. Today we are going to be discussing BOI and whether an HOA, condo association, community association needs to consider this now or not. So the answer, yes, maybe, no. There's a lot of factors involved. First off, is whether or not the stay that's currently in front of the federal court is removed or not. And at this point in time, there's a stay that's holding this off. Second, with President Trump coming on board, he may view this as an additional regulatory type of thing that's not required. And maybe he might eliminate this, maybe not. From our point of view, there's a lot of redundancies to what you've already reported from federal ID perspective, your IRS filings, and how they impact your HOA, community association, etc. Also, from a 501c3 perspective, if you're type 3 501c3, you're not required to file this report today, according to the regs that we've read through. I want to underline that we are not attorneys. However, we have background of being property managers, president of large HOA, condo association, property managers, heavy activity, and have a lot of dialogue heavily with legal counsel, accounting firms, etc. So, bottom line today, do you or do you not need to file anything? Yes, no, maybe? Well, it's yes, no, maybe at this moment. Yes, if you really feel you want to file anyway and get this report done. By the way, the BOI is a result of the Corporate Transparency Act that was passed. And underneath that, it requires that you fill out a beneficial ownership information report that is filed with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN. And you can find all that information by going to just Googling BOI, and I'll leave a hash mark how to get there and a link down in this at this point. However, at this moment, there is no urgency, but when they do put this in place, please note that supposedly there will be a fine every day that this is not filed past the due date, and that could be $500 per day if they decide to go with what they have at this point. Now, additionally, some states, like the state I reside in, Pennsylvania, is putting in another new thing, which is State Reporting Act, that is for new annual reports, and this impacts all entities, including 501c4s, 3s maybe. It's unknown at this point, but they want you to fill this information out, file that in Pennsylvania. And the latest guidance I kind of seen out there is basically by June, and that's going to be for similar information that the BOI is going to require, your officer, the key officer, your address, ID number, federal ID number, obviously for BOI, and for the state perspective, the state report, the state that gave you your license, Pennsylvania LLC, not-for-profit, whatever those specific state ID is. The weird thing here is if you have a real tiny, small homeowners association, condo association, for some strange reason is 4 units or smaller, and there's one owner that has more than 25% interest, then each one of those owners will have to be spelled out, not just one individual owner. So keep that in mind. Once again, we are not attorneys, legal counsel, but you need to keep this in mind and go and talk to your legal counsel first to see if they need to file this. But if you have any concerns, obviously talk to them. Also, your CPA firm will know a little bit about this, but they're not going to be your bottom line guidance. I hope you're all doing well. Have a great new year. We are, like I said, a brand new channel. Please like and subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of content like this, a lot of things with thought leadership in the space of community associations, homeowner associations, and condo associations from a board perspective and a property management perspective.